Alright guys, it's Shalom with the Paradox Gaming Network, and today for Bless 101, we are going to get into Mount and Pet Collection. This to me is one of the key features that Bless brings to the table when you talk about why should I play Bless. Now, for this whole video, I'm going to be talking about pets. I'm going to use the word pets. I'm going to show pet examples. Everything is exactly the same for mounts and pets. I just don't want to have to keep saying mounts and pets. So I'm going to start off with one important fact so that people make this realization. I've seen a lot of people rolling around with these really big pets. You don't necessarily need those. And then inside that, I'm going to talk about mount and pet abilities. Then I'm going to talk about taming orders and how to make them. And that's going to take us just like a little toehold into enchanting. Then I'm going to talk about taming mounts and pets. And then I'm going to talk about upgrading mounts and pets. So the important fact, any mount can get any mount ability, any pet can get any pet ability. The higher level pets, the higher level scrolls, these are for cosmetic choices only. So don't get a big ass dragon for dungeons, a gerbil will do. Actually makes it a whole lot easier on your party if you have a small little pet for the dungeons, because then they don't get in the way. This is just a really brief overview of all the different abilities. I'm going to jump in a game real quick. And what you can do is when you come into the menu, if you were to go for your mount and you were to go to skill change and you click this little list of changeable skills, it's going to bring up all the skills on the side. You can see them all. Same thing for a pet. You bring up a pet, do skill change, you can click on that. You can do all your own in-depth research and consideration. To my knowledge, I have not found any ability that every pet doesn't have. So that is one good feature. Repeat abilities do not stack. This is important as well. You see that there are 3B strongs. You have inferior, intermediate, and superior. That doesn't mean you can get inferior and intermediate and then suddenly stack up to get 108 magic defense. The lower one gets overridden. So just keep that in mind. If you do happen to proc duplicates, you will have to roll off one of those abilities. Now, when you make taming orders, this is going to take you into enchanting. You start with the recipe for lesser taming orders, and that requires 9 stone and 3 paper. That's going to be good for any mount or pet good under level 15. My advice, though, is to go and purchase the normal taming order because the secret potion of root, which is just ink from the vendor, is really cheap, and you're going to be able to just make normal taming orders for every mount or pet taming below level 35. When you get a little bit more experienced in enchanting, you can make the high-level taming orders, which no longer require stone, which is a good thing, but it starts to require pure moonlight powder. You get this from disenchanting items. And then when you are a high enough skilled crafter, you can make the magic taming orders, which allows you to tame anything below level 50. To make the lower ones, you're going to need stone, lots and lots of stone. As I've talked about in other areas, to get into the resource dungeon, the Ruru Brother Turbans, you need to go out and hunt those. If you're low level and you need a little bit of stone, I have found for the Union, you can get that at Lake Asis, all around the lake. Pretty easy place to spend a little bit of time gathering the stone that you need. So, taming mounts and pets, it's really easy. You approach the pet, you use the scroll, you play the mini game. You should be able to just bag a bunch of them right in order. There is a chance you'll get a 5-stage tame. You get a better pet or a better mount right out of the box, but the mini game is going to be harder. You're going to know it right away when you start doing it. You're going to see an additional requirement. Let's jump in a game right quick, and I'm going to tame something just so you can see how that mini game is played. Alrighty, so here we go, little mercat, not really something I want. I'm just going to do this for the example. Like I said, you walk up to it. You hit the scroll and the minigame starts. Now, as you can see, there's these 4 bars, these 4 dots appear. If it was a 5-stage, there would have been 5 there. If it had been 5, would have been a little bit harder to finish off that tame. Do it one more time. That's again a 4-1. And as you notice, it gets a little bit harder each time. Nothing really big there to worry about. Now, when it comes to upgrading your pets, I'm going to say this. Bless promotes cannibalism. You want to feed it other mounts and pets, but you want to feed it the exact same species, the exact same pet, because you're going to get a bonus for it. Now, for a while, we thought that the bonus was coming from feeding it level 10s. That's not true. I'm going to show you that in a second. I've done the research. All you got to do is feed it the same pet to get the bonus. There is no additional bonus for feeding it higher levels. So just to show you here academically, then I'll do it live in game. When I go to feed my pet, I have a 15% success rate. I get that whether or not I'm feeding it a level 1 or if I'm feeding it a level 10. Now, one important thing is that the same pet does matter. If I'm feeding a gerbil in the example. I know you can't see that, but I get 15% success rate. When I try to feed the gerbil a bee, I get a 5% success rate. So the additional bonus comes from feeding it the same species. And then consecutive tries do matter. As you can see here, I've got that 15% again, base, plus 9%. I've been trying to feed this particular gerbil. It wouldn't go, it wouldn't upgrade. So now I have a 9% bonus to trying again. So to pop in a game, here we go. You got to be level 10 in order to upgrade. So what I'm going to do is, here's the one that I've been trying to get to go. So I'm going to go upgrade. And when I pull in a level 1 gerbil right here, you see that 24, 15 plus 9%. This is the guy that's failed a bunch. If I pull the gerbil out and I put in Mercat that I just grabbed, I get 5 plus 9%. So not really advantageous to start grabbing different species. Just grab 10 to 12 of the one you want and go with it. Just so we can see how this works, I am going to try to push him to blue. I do need more blue gerbils. So I'm going to grab and see if he'll go. Failed. Now I have 5 more attempts. And I'm going to use up. Now I had been leveling these to 10. I thought they needed to be level 10. I got 3 more attempts. So we got 15 plus 15. And that's where we're at. We're at 15 plus 15, capping at 15. There we go. Rare grade. Increases swim speed by 10%. Now, truthfully, I don't really want my swim speed increased. I'm never going to use that. But what I am going to do is eventually when one of my other gerbils that has this guy probably, he has Be Strong Inferior. He will be my next pet that I feed. And I'm going to need blue pets to feed him. He's got 7 more attempts, so I'm going to have 7 more blue gerbils to try to feed him up. I do have a couple of other ones already I won't end up using, but I do have my Thank You for the Treat. This is my AoE loot pet. Highly recommend everybody tries to get one of those. Now, the pet menu, a lot of people have been debating, going back and forth with this. Right here, as you can see, they tell you what everything is in game. Obviously, we can't seal anything. That's locked behind level 50. Energy recovery is simple. Already showed you the skill change thing. Now, as you can see, available upgrade attempts. I had 6 on that pet when I started. This Potential Awakenings, it gives it an opportunity to upgrade. So, say when I get this guy right here, where are you? Say when this guy gets to 0, but I have 2 Potential Awakenings left, I'll be able to go to Awaken ability, and as long as I can get these Potential Awakeners, I would be able to give him 2 more attempts to upgrade, which is important because, as you can see, it's a lot of RNG. You could conceivably end up with 0 more upgrade attempts. You won't be able to take it to the highest levels. And that's it for today, guys. I know it's a real simple breakdown. A lot of people just been asking me some questions here and there about it. I wanted to put something together. Now, am I 100% sure on everything at the end, that every pet can get every ability? So far, yes, I am. I do believe every pet can get every ability. Now, since it's total RNG, is every pet going to get every ability? No, probably not. I have my Thanks for the Treat. I got it early on. A lot of people spent a long time trying to get it. They never got it on the pet they wanted it on, so they tried a different pet and they got it sooner. This led us to believe that maybe you can't get it on that pet. We've double backed, we've checked. It says it's in the pool, but you know how it goes sometimes. Things that say they are a certain way don't always work out that way. I'm going to be taking a little bit of a break from Bless. I'm still going to poke around in it a little bit. I'm kind of lost right now, looking for a game to really sink into. I'm just not happy with Bless at the moment, but I did want to do a couple of more things in Bless, and this is one of the ones that this video is one of the ones I said I would do. If you guys want to talk Bless, jump onto my Discord. I also will talk Bless during any one of my shows. I stream twice a week still on Twitch, Wednesday nights and Friday afternoons. And as always, a big thank you to all of my sponsors. This list is going to get shorter after the end of the month. A couple of people will no longer be with us as patrons. Totally respect that, and I really appreciate all the help they gave me through time. I suggest you just go check out my Patreon. Even if you don't want to subscribe, I do talk about some stuff there. And as always, again, a big thanks to all my supporters on YouTube, Twitch, and Patreon. Anyways, I want to get this into post-production. I want to get this out for Friday, and then I will see you guys tomorrow on Twitch. Hey, where are you going? You're not done yet. See these videos? This video's up here to watch. You got to go over here. Hit the chibi. Subscribe to the channel. Check out the webpage. And I'll see you guys on Twitch.